Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thank you for being here. Thank you for finding your way here. Go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever I have new videos coming out. And for everybody, please hit the like button right now. I know I always forget to go back and hit the like button at the end of watching readings, so if you do that now and you end up not liking it, you can always go back and hit unlike. Okay, do that for me right now. Doing a reading for the Divine Feminine. Where is the Divine Feminine currently? I am going to do a Divine Masculine reading as well. So for cross watchers or for those of you, I do encourage you, obviously, to look at these readings and feel into these polarities for the energy of it within you. As well as, if you're watching the reading for your Divine Feminine, your Divine Masculine, in person also. But always bring it back inside yourself for your own personal growth in order to be able to really, really, really connect in with the balance of those energies. And it's all about your personal growth. Right now, I do have my music on too. For those of you that don't know, I get messages through music, and I'll just warn you ahead of time that they had me put on this Celine Dion radio station, so it's going to be a little bit of an emotional reading. I feel like The Power of Love is on right now. I'm just going to listen to the words, the power of love, the power of love. And it's towards the end of the song anyway. May want to go back and just read the lyrics of that, but it feels to me like the Divine Feminine is in between worlds right now, coming from a very gray area, coming from a very, it looks like depression, it looks like pain, it looks like healing for sure, but a very gray, it looks to me. It's not saturated. It's like the blood flow is not there. Her heart has been really closed down because she's been in, like, it's almost like a mourning time period. She's been in mourning. And I think, and now it's like moving into this new saturated, believing in love again, believing in the power of love, allowing herself to feel the power of love. The in-between phase, though, where it's a little bit unknown, letting go of the past, letting go of pain, making peace with the past has been really hard. Healing journey has been really hard. And being in a transitional place is really scary because you don't know what's coming. It's like being on two different timelines. She's shifting onto a new timeline at this point. There's an old timeline that just did not allow her to shine. The old timeline, and whoever it was that she was connected to before, was not the path that she was meant to be on. And it was the path that, it is the path that she was meant to be on for that time, but it wasn't meant to be the forever timeline. It was meant to be the healing timeline. She was meant to see the old pattern. She was meant to heal a lot of things. But it's almost like it ran its course, and she's still holding on to it a little bit because it's the only path that she's ever known. And it does feel connected to a Divine Masculine. It feels connected to a person that she felt it was meant to progress with. But it just did not, it went as far as it was supposed to go. And now she's in the middle of stepping onto a new timeline, a timeline where she shines, a timeline where all of the healing that she has done, it comes to fruition. And it's like that, I just heard the payday is here. So it's like removing everything that isn't pure love, that isn't true love, that isn't unconditional love, that holds you back from believing in yourself, from loving yourself, from believing in true love and loving connections and loving relationships and like really intimate, loving connections. It's the pattern of the past that she's now stepping onto a new timeline, but it's terrifying because that's the only way she's ever known. And so how can I resonate with the future energy if I don't have the resonance with it, if I haven't been through it? But that's a human experience. She's really starting to anchor the 5-dimensional, her higher self, into this 3-dimensional human body, and the understanding of the fact that we have access to future experiences and not just our past experiences. But we have to release the expectation of and the patterns of the past in order to be able to tap into the energy of the future and to dream again, to dream, to hope, to believe in love. I'm just listening to the song, You're Safe in My Heart. And my heart will go on. My heart will go on and on. She's in the process of opening her heart back up again. There is just such patterns of the experiences from the past. The pattern is the experiences of love in her past have always led her to a point of feeling unsafe and needing to shut herself back down again. And it's time for that pattern to be over. She's stepping onto a timeline where she doesn't need to shut her heart down anymore. And because of her connection to Source, Source is speaking to her from her heart, but she has to take the chance. Really take a chance and open yourself back up again in order to feel that frequency, in order to see it. But she's so scared of opening back up again. And trusting the universe that where she is exactly where she needs to be. The fact that there's someone who is no longer in her life is supposed to be. It's supposed to be that way. For now, forever, for how long it is, however long it is. But you only have right now. So coming into this moment and knowing you're exactly where you need to be to step onto a new timeline is creating this fear in the divine feminine. But there is a huge change that's happening in learning to trust herself, learning to trust the divine masculine that is speaking to her through her heart space, and trusting the universe to lead her and guide her to the timeline of union, the timeline of love. She's stepping onto a timeline of love and union. She is. You are. You are coming into union within you and outside of you too. But in order to be able to focus on that, inside of you, you have to release the 3D. You have to make peace with the past and let go. You have to let go, let God, and allow yourself to be led. You're being led to something really, really beautiful. You just have to trust. Trust and love again. Just listening to the song. It's a really beautiful crown energy. I don't know if you can see the way that the rays are coming off of that crown over there in that flamingo, but it's a really beautiful time of celebration and lightheartedness. Lightheartedness. She's just been in a place of healing her heart, and it's been really heavy. It's been really heavy. But all of that work was so important to get to a place of having your heart be light again. It's like you've been working your way back to childhood before there was any kind of trauma or any kind of darkness or anything. And that healing journey, you're coming right up on the edge, right on the verge of discovering magic again. Ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. It's like believing in soulmates, really connecting with her soulmate. Divine feminine, you have a soulmate coming in. You have a soulmate, and this is life partner. This can be life partner. This can be everything you've ever imagined. Ever just the same, they're saying on the song. Ever a surprise. Ever as before. Ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Trusting the universe as it leads it to you. Do you believe in love? Because any other definition, other than, soulmate, life partner, or divine masculine, twin flame, whatever your definition is, the love that you feel in your heart between you and that connection, that other person, that person inside of you, they're singing from inside of you, and you're calling them into you, regardless of how you label it. But the only way that you can do that is to release the past experiences that have held you back or have made you feel unsafe, made your heart shut down, and make a decision to step onto this timeline and keep your heart open. Keep your heart open to what the universe is bringing you, because it's bringing you exactly what you've been asking for. You just have to trust that that is going to look way different than what you thought. What you were asking for before, you got. And what you were asking for before, subconsciously, was this color and this gray and this healing and this distortion and these lessons. You were asking for lessons. You were, and you needed those in order to open yourself up to receive and trust and detach from expectation. To open up to receive what you're asking for now, which is this beautifully saturated, colorful, happy. There's a hummingbird spirit there, which is very lighthearted, very joyful. Total crown chakra opening connection to source, connection to the divine partnership. You've been asking for that. So step onto the timeline where you let yourself receive that, no matter what it looks like. Okay? You have to make that choice. This in-between time period is really scary, but there are a lot of you going through it right now. And what you've been asking for is union. Union with your divine masculine. Detach from what that's supposed to look like. Is your divine masculine in the body of a soulmate? Maybe. Maybe. That soulmate is the one that's meant to bring that divine masculine energy into your physical reality once you call that in by balancing that inside of you, by letting go of expectation around divine masculine. Not needing the control, just creating the sacred space. That's what divine masculine does. Do that inside of yourself. And make peace with the past and the lessons that you don't need to learn anymore. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. Choose love. Are you going to choose love? Are you going to choose to receive and allow what the universe is trying to bring you? Or are you going to stay in a place where you feel safe in being alone, because then nobody can hurt you? Never settle for the path of least resistance. It might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Take a chance with yourself, okay? Put yourself back out there again. Step into the light. That's what this is this transition time period. Choose to step into the light. Choose to step into your light and shine. Okay? All right, Divine Feminines. Love you so much. Talk to you soon.